You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. One of the sort of newsy things that happened today is that Brian Kelly did solidify and announce who his starting punt and kick returner will be.
We feel pretty comfortable with Malik Nabers as our returner, and we're going to return him with punts and kickoffs right now. So he's been dynamic for us, and feel like he's got the ability to change the game. And so when you have a guy back there like Malik, you get a buy-in from everybody. In terms of your kickoff return team, your punt return team, they see the talent of a guy like that. So Malik Nabers right now is the guy that we're going to go with.
Malik's had an awesome camp. We all know that. He has been one of the standouts of camp, and in a mostly crappy game last year at Kentucky that's forgettable, the one really big standout play was Malik Nabers' freakish touchdown catch in the end zone. If you don't remember it, go look it up. You'll remind yourself. But I'm going to tell you this straight up, y'all. I am not worried one iota about the return game for LSU. One of my earliest memories, vivid. I have other memories, but one of my earliest, most vivid memories, sitting in Tiger Stadium, east side, about the 10-yard line. 1994, LSU's playing Mississippi State, and this happened.
Waiting on the snap. Oh, it's high, but LSU has on just a token rush, and he gets a good kick away. And Kennison will let it bounce. Oh, he fielded it and stepped in the end zone. Or did he? Now he's going to run it back out. Kennison comes to the near side 50. He could go all the way. He only needs one block, and he gets it. He's going to take it the distance. 100 yards.
Eddie Kennison, 100 yards against Mississippi State, and you thought to yourself, my goodness, when Eddie Kennison left, how could it possibly be any better? I don't know. Maybe because you had the greatest returner in the history of the Southeastern Conference waiting in the wings in Kevin Faulk.
Hunter Smith sends it deep, returnable, and it's Faulk at the 12. He's got blockers. He has blockers. 40, 50, stumble, and that could cost him the touchdown. Smith, can he catch him? No! How about that for an answer, Kevin Faulk? Oh, my!
I was at that one as well. That was 1998 in South Bend against Notre Dame. We could talk about 96 against Houston, the punt return to start the fourth quarter when LSU rallied. Y'all all know it. Kevin Faulk was an all-purpose All-American in 1996 because he's the greatest all-purpose yardage gainer the SEC has ever seen. So what in the world are you going to do when Kevin Faulk leaves? I don't know. Maybe Dominic Davis for 4 years, who became an NFL player as well and was a freak show returner, and then you have him for 4 years and think, my goodness, now what can you possibly do? I don't know. How about the kid from Higgins, Skyler Green?
And the kick is away. Wilbur, second in the SEC, averaging 43.6. Deep to Skyler Green at the 20. Green upfield on the 25, makes a man miss to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. He's going to go all the way. See you later. Skyler Green, touchdown on a punt return.
The only game LSU lost in its 2003 national championship season was at home against Florida. The only touchdown LSU scored in that game was that punt return from Skyler Green. So Skyler Green holds it down, becomes a great All-American at LSU. Surely it can't get any better than that. Oh, wait. The fastest player in the history of LSU football walked through the doors and held it down for the next 4 years.
All right, here is the advance of the ball. And that is returnable, and it is Holiday at the 10. And he splits it to the outside, and he may go! Midfield, 45-40, they're not going to get him. Do you believe this? He returns it for a touchdown!
That, of course, was Trendon Holiday, and when you got the fastest player in the history of your program returning kicks and punts for 4 years, what can you possibly do better than that? It can't get any better, can it? Oh, how about a top 5 pick in Patrick Peterson?
Going to drive back to the 40-yard line. 45, 50. He's got one man to beat. Gets the block. He's going to score. Patrick Peterson. That's going to be from 60 yards.
And he struck the Heisman pose after housing that one against West Virginia. Hey, look, you got a top 5 pick who followed up the fastest guy in the history of the program, who followed up an All-American and the greatest returner ever before him. Like, certainly you're going to hit a speed bump, right? The Honey Badger said, no, I got this.
Oh, another dandy. Matthew backs up, grabs it at the 38-yard line. Looks for a little blocking help, gets it. Breaks a tackle, cuts left. Avoids a teammate. Heads for the corner, he's done it again.
I mean, surely, when you go back to back to back to back to back to back to back great returners, eventually you're just going to stink and you're going to run out of luck, right? I mean, it's the Honey Badger. I mean, he's the most dynamic player, most dynamic season any of us had ever seen. Who could you possibly put back there after the Honey Badger did it? How about Odell Beckham?
Here it comes. He's got a long leg. No. Beckham is going to try and return this. Odell Beckham. He got the corner. He's got blockers. One man to beat. Touchdown, Odell Beckham.
And you went from Odell to Tre'Davious White, who became a first-round draft pick, to DJ Chark, who housed 2 of them in the 2017 season, including the dandy against Auburn that brought them out of the depths of despair.
Marshall's punt in the air. Chark coming up, now backpedaling, fields it at the 25 near side. Now goes to the far side of the field, has some blockers in front of him. He's to the 40, 45, down the far sideline, 35, 30, 25, 20, 50, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers!
Okay, so we got to forget about 2018 because that was when they thought Jonathan Giles could play. Okay, so let's just forget about 2018 for a minute, all right? Just forget about 2018. And if you're going to turn the page from 2018 to 2019, Derek Stingley Jr. ain't a bad option as a freshman back there returning kicks and punts for you. And then, of course, the last 2 years, it's been Trey Palmer, who now Richard Condon can die a happy man because for the first time since Eric Martin against Kentucky in 1981, LSU returned a kickoff for a touchdown in Tiger Stadium, and it was Trey Palmer who did the honors.
On the dead run, fumbling the ball is Trey Palmer. Picks it up. Now he's got no momentum. Still finds a crease. Trey Palmer gets loose. Turns the corner, gets to midfield. Can any Gamecock have an angle? They cannot. Touchdown.
I've got 30 years of evidence to suggest that Malik Nabers is going to be really good. So let me not worry about Malik Nabers on Sunday night against Florida State or any game subsequent this season. Let me just say congratulations to Malik Nabers on being the next in a long, illustrious line of freak show athletes that run fast and make dudes miss on your way to a decorated return career at LSU. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.